Hello everyone, True for Dave here. Just quickly again, thank you for all the emails, the messages and all the contact through social media that you've been sending. I'm starting to get it down now. Last night I was on about 1,500 emails still to reply to from you all, but it's still allowing me about a week because obviously I reply to your messages and your emails, and then like another 500 more will start to come through. So just give me a bit of time. But the point of today's video is I'm really excited because I've got some news, and I didn't want to say anything too early just in case it didn't happen because there was a lot of details to go through. But as you probably guessed from the title of this video, I'm going to be on INFOWARS with Alex Jones and with Eric Dubay on a guest panel, but it's not going to be like the telephone call or the video chat. It's going to actually be in the INFOWARS studio in America. And basically, I'm going to be on there to, they said to talk about, but they did say that obviously as it's a panel show live, it can turn into a debate. But so what I'm pretty much an expert in is the Anunnaki. So that's what I'm going to be discussing. And then Eric Dubay, I think he's doing, they said something about he's doing the giants of the past, or different human species and things, which is good because that kind of mixes into the Anunnaki that I know about. But what I want to do is give you an insight into how it all works when a big show like that contacts you and tries to arrange everything with you. Now the thing is, you won't get contacted by INFOWARS or probably anybody, because obviously your channels, if you have a truth channel, your channel probably it's not going to be as big as mine, which is understandable because you probably don't know as many things that I know. So my channel's obviously very big, so that's why they contacted me, and obviously other people as well. But what happens is you have a production team, or it's a production company that manages everything, and they contacted me, and there's different stages that you have to go through, because obviously when you go into the studio they need to make sure that everything's safe, and they need to know as much as possible about you, because I think a lot of what is talked about on INFOWARS is quite political, and I'm not a political person, so that doesn't really apply to me. So I don't have any political views either way, other than I don't do politics and political things. But Alex Jones would be considered maybe right-wing, and then his opposition would be considered the other side of that, so left-wing. And obviously they need to make sure that they're not bringing opposition people into the studio and problems and that sort of stuff, so there's security checks. And they do it in 4 or 5 different stages. So the first stage is they contact me, and they explained who they were and what the format of the show was. Would I be interested? And they just ask a bit about you. Like they were saying to me, "Oh, True for Dave, what's your main interests? What's the main line of research that you do?" So and I filled all that in. It's like it's a form they send you that you email back. So I put down that I'm interested in Anunnakis, and I'll put some other things on there as well like that. And then they send you another email, and there's a link in that email that you click on, and it takes you to a website where they just ask you some more sort of basic security questions. Like they just need to verify who you are so they can do a background check on you and make sure that you're all suitable for the show, because obviously they don't want just anyone going on there. Obviously it's got to be important people like me, obviously. So they ask for your I think it was my address I had to fill out on this website, and it said that if you've lived at that address for less than 3 years, can you provide other address history that's longer than 3 years and how long you were there, your date of birth, and then I scanned a copy of my driving licence and my passport and sent that through on the form. And then they ask you things about like what was the name of the first road that you first lived on, and what was the name of your first pet, and also your mother's maiden name. Just some basic things, I think, so they can just like check you out, nothing too serious or anything. And so I sent that back, and then a couple of days later they sent me another email with another link on it, and it was just basically all they needed to do was just to verify that I have a UK bank account, and because that links me to being a UK resident, and they can verify everything else like that. So you just have to put in, you click on the link, go to this website, you just fill out your bank details basically, and you put in, I put in my credit card details on there, and then you put your PIN number and everything, because what they do is it's an instant, they call it an instant refundable transaction, where they just take, for me in the UK it was £1 sterling, which I think on their forms it was in dollars, it was $1.20 or something like that anyway. So only a very small amount that didn't really matter to me too much, but you get it straight back once they've done that transaction. And that's basically it. And then I just waited a bit, and they contacted me and they said they're going to fly me out to America. I leave the UK on the 1st of February, and then I'll be live in the studio on the 2nd of February, the next day. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm just waiting now for the plane tickets, because my mum's going to come with me as well, because they let you bring someone and they pay for that person to go on the plane and stay in the hotel. So mum's going to come with me, and so we're just waiting for the plane tickets to arrive now, but it should be really good, so I'll keep you updated. Okay, so share this video, share as much as you can, let everyone know that Truth for Dave is going to be live in the studio on INFOWARS the 2nd of February.
Out in the land where the clouds never drown, rain and snow on away, sweet golden stream on the hill and stream on the beauty red.